I went to see my best friend from 15 years ago. She was there with her husband and he was fine as hell. But I knew I couldn't have him because he was married to my best friend. So all three of us was drinking, talking, and laughing, and her husband Lee called his friends over and their girlfriends. It was like 10 of us. We was having a great time. As the night went on, it got late. So we all fell asleep where we was. Some was on the couch and others was on the floor. I woke up to someone kissing me and rubbing my legs. I woke up to see it was Lee. But I couldn't say anything because I would have woke everyone up. So we had sex and I was trying not to moan so loud. So the next morning everyone had breakfast and everybody left the house. So my best friend went to lay down and I asked Lee, why did you do that? And April is my best friend and that's your wife. He said, because you sexy as hell and I wanted some and I wanted to feel you. I said that was wrong and it can't happen again. He said, okay, I apologize. So that night Lee friend Mark came over and they both was eyeballing me because I had an all white sexy dress on that was very revealing. So Mark went up to me, we started talking and laughing, enjoying ourselves, and Lee was so jealous he even started catching an attitude at April. April said, what is wrong with you? So that night Lee and April went to bed and me and Mark stayed in the living room making love on the floor. So Lee ran in there saying, so you gonna disrespect me in my own house? April ran in the living telling Lee to chill out, they not disrespecting nobody. So Lee said, tell her Tammy, tell her how we made love. So April said, I know y'all lying. What the hell wrong with y'all? I want all of y'all out my house now. And Mark said, that's nasty as hell, that's your wife and your best friend. Lee said, April, you not attractive anymore like you used to be. So April said, so it's okay for you to sleep with my best friend. Lee said it was good to, what do you want me to say? So Mark grabbed April's hand and started kissing her and said, we've been in love with each other for 5 years now. Lee said, how could you, and all this time you backstabber? And April said, you thought our daughter was yours, Lee. Tammy said, oh wow Tammy, that's low. April said, shut up tramp. Tramp, who you calling a tramp? You the one don't know who your baby daddy is. She said, girl bye. Lee said, I want a divorce. April said, I don't care.